Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Spine Bookshop. We are in our new location today. We have been here for about 2 weeks and I'm so glad that you guys finally get to join us. So, couple of housekeeping things. Let's see. One, we are in our new location and our new location is at 304 South Lowry Street in Smyrna, Tennessee, and it is in Suite 1A. So you can always find pictures of our new location on our website, thespinebookshop.com. And so once you do that, you will be able to see all of our really awesome events and all of our really awesome places that we're at. So one of the things that I'm getting ready to pull up is I want to pull up our calendar so that I can tell you guys all about the really awesome stuff that we have going here at the Spine. And then we're also going to do our dragon contest. So if you guys have been paying attention, we are going to reveal who got to name our dragon, and you're going to win a free book. Now, I don't know what the book is yet. I haven't decided. That'll be between me and the winner. We'll talk about what you guys want to, which book that you want to read. Now, the thing about that is that local author books are not included in that. Because I want to make sure that they get paid for all of their books. Okay, so let's see. We've got 2 visitors. Hi, Zachary. Hi, Hoyt. How are y'all doing? Hoyt is the husband of one of our local authors who I just adore to pieces. I love her so much. So, let's do a little housekeeping first and let's go over some of our events. Okay, so as you guys know, every single Saturday from 1 to 2, well, actually, every single Saturday from 8 to 12, the Spine Bookshop is at the Farmers Market on Front Street over near the train depot. And we're there every single Saturday, and usually we have an author every single Saturday with us. So you definitely need to come and meet the local author, buy their books, see what's going on. Hi, Leah. And definitely bring your littles to story time afterwards, because after we leave the farmer's market at noon, we come directly over here and then we do story time from 1 to 2 with all of our littles. And we have the coolest story time space ever. And what's really cool is this Saturday, we have Michael Hendrickson, who is one of our local authors. He is going to come and read some of his books to your littles. So definitely make sure that you bring your kids to story time, because we're going to have such a cool time this weekend, because Michael is just great. He's fantastic. Now, also on Saturday, from 2 to 4 p.m., we're having a book release party with Rose Prendeville. She is going to be releasing the 3rd book in her installment of the The Wives of Catan series, or I'm sorry, The Brides of Catan. So this is the 2nd book. We don't have the 1st or 3rd one yet. The 3rd one will be here on Saturday. And you ought to get it because it's a Scottish historical fiction romance series that is awesome. And we're going to have special guests here on Saturday as well to go with the really awesome book release party for Rose. We're going to have a pirate. I mean, who doesn't love pirates? So you definitely need to come and buy all 3 of the books and get Rose to sign them and meet our pirate, take pictures with our pirate. Let's really show this local author how much we love supporting local authors. And I really think you would all really, really love this series. And Rose is just fantastic, and I just adore her. So if you want to go in and pre-order the 3rd book now, you can do it on our website. So definitely go in and, well, Leah, you would really, really love her historical fiction because it's amazing. And the 1st book is great. And so it's 3 separate stories from the same clan. So that's what's really cool. So definitely come and meet Rose. You would really love her, Leah. You really would. But all 3 of her stories are really, really amazing, and I just adore her. And the fact that we're going to have a pirate, I mean, who doesn't love a pirate, okay? I mean, I just, like, seriously. So, that is on the 3rd. Now, let's see what else have we got. So, on the 11th, now I don't know how many of you guys like D&D. So, I have always wanted to play. And a couple things about D&D. So, Misty Mountain Gaming was brought to my attention by one of our authors, Kevin Basile. And Kevin got me in touch with them. And so I now sell Misty Mountain Gaming products in my shop. So if you go to our website, you can do a search for D&D dice or leather journals or leather bags or all kinds of D&D stuff. And their stuff, if you buy it from my website, I get a small portion of each sale. So that would be a really awesome way that you could support the bookshop if you wanted to do that. And I say all that because on the 11th, we're all going to meet at the print shop. Whoever wants to join us, bring all of your fun D&D stuff. And we're going to start a D&D campaign with our DM, Kevin. And I already kind of know what's coming with the campaign. So you guys are going to love it so much. It is going to be a hoot and a half. So definitely come and join us for our D&D campaign. And so Sunday, we're going to meet at the print shop. And we're going to be there. Oh, my nose. If you live in Tennessee, you know about the allergies. It's super fun. So we're going to be there from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And it's $5. And the reason that it's $5 is so that we can afford to give the print shop some money for food since we are taking up their table space. So definitely come in and join us for D&D night. And then we're going to talk about the schedule. He's going to our DM is going to kind of give you an update on how this is going to go. We're going to talk about what are the best times for everybody so that we can all meet. And if you can't meet, we're going to have the option for you to join us, and then we'll fill you in later, and hopefully you can join us at another time, but we'll work you into the campaign. So that won't be a problem at all, okay? So that is on August 11th at 1 p.m. at the print shop on South Lowry Street. It's across from the square, so you guys should all know where that is too. And then on August 24th, we have one of our new authors, Sherry Roberts. She is a sweet children's author, and I just love her book so much. And she is going to be here with her book release party. And so she does a series right now that is called Socks. And it's, let's see. Actually, let me fix that. We have so many cool authors. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. So Sherry Roberts writes a book called The Galaxy According to Cece. And so this is for a middle grade series, okay? But Sherry Roberts also writes a couple cool stuff. So hang on just a second. Let's see. So Sherry Roberts writes a couple things, and I should have grabbed them beforehand. So it seems so very unprofessional, but here we are. So she writes, "Hello, can I bug you?" And it's about a little girl that likes bugs and makes a new friend who likes bugs too. And so there's that one. And then she also writes The Best Reading Buddy. And this is about a little girl with a grandfather who can no longer read anymore. He has a health issue, and so she's afraid they can't read together anymore. And so they discover audiobooks so they can read still together. It's so sweet. And then we have a Christmas book. I know it's early. Think Christmas in July/August, right? This is such a cute book. And then we also have Gabriel and the Special Memorial Day. So these are all written by Sherry Roberts. And she will be here on the 24th. And she's going to read to your littles. And she is going to sign books. And she is just the sweetest person ever in the entire world. And then Donna Madden, who I'm sure you guys, if y'all follow us at all, know that we've done a couple book release parties with Donna Madden. So Donna is going to be here with her book release. And her book release is called No One But Us. And it's a small town romance, found family trope. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. She was in here the other day and we had a really long conversation about all the stuff that we want to do with her books. And you guys definitely need to come and support her on August 31st. Now, August 31st is going to be a huge day because we have the book signing that is going to be from 1 to 3 p.m., okay? Then, you guys know how we do our local author book club every month. Well, our local author book club this month is Cry Wolf by Annie J. Harris. Annie and I have become very good book friends. She and I challenged each other this month to read each other's favorite books. So I read Fourth Wing because that was hers, and she read Court of Thorns and Roses because that was mine, and we were texting back and forth about, oh my gosh, and if you've read them, you know what we mean. So, and we have many, many copies in here for you guys to come and get this. And if you've never been to one of our local author book clubs, the author always shows up, and we always get to sit around and chit chat with her and interrogate them about their book and ask them all the questions you've always wanted to know. I have started this book and it's so good. I can't, y'all, it's so good. So then keep an update, keep an eye out because we have an event coming in March that I'm putting together, and it's Smyrna's first The Spine Bookshop Author Con. And it is going to be a 2-day book con with 30 local and independently published authors. And it's going to have 10 vendors. And we're going to have a costume contest and panels and giveaways. And we're going to have some speakers. And we're just going to have so much really, really fun stuff at this 2-day event. And I know Smyrna can handle it. So you guys definitely should come to that. It would be really, really fun. So now the other thing that I want to get into with you guys is, you guys know how we're always constantly bringing in new authors that are local authors or independently published authors or stuff like that. So we have some really cool new authors that have come in the last month. So one of them is Jessica West. And she wrote Tormented Past, an East Tennessee mystery series. And this is book 1. So that means there's going to be more. I'm so excited. So this is an East Tennessee mystery. And I love the cover. And I love kind of a fiction, nonfiction, you know, based on a true story kind of thing. And I think it's really, really cool. And the fact that there's going to be more than one is super awesome. And I'm super into series. So Jessica West, Tormented Past, and I cannot wait. You guys got to come read it. If you like a really good mystery, then this is going to be the book for you. Okay? Now, one of my other people, and I kind of thought he would be on here by now, but he's not. And that's okay. And I'm going to tag him later. But one of the new people that I'm going to introduce is going to be at the AuthorCon in March, and he's going to give a really cool talk on promoting your book and growing your authorship and how to market your book and that kind of stuff. And his name is Dan Klefstad, and this is his vampire book, Fiona's Garden. Who doesn't love a good vampire book? And, I mean, the cover is just so cool. And Dan is one of my favorite people. Okay, so I have to tell you, when he sent me his books, he had the funniest freaking thing in here. So I go to open the box of the book, and it has a note. What did I do with the note? Oh, I'm sure I stuck it somewhere safe. It has a note. Oh, yep, I know where it is. Hang on. So I love when authors send me, hey, Dan. So I have to tell you all this note. I laughed so hard when I opened these books, and this note, it says, Pixar didn't happen. Like, that is freaking hilarious for me, and that's the first thing that I saw out of the box. I thought I was going to die. So it is now very safe in my notebook. Because that is just hilarious. That, bravo, sir. Well done. But yes, so he sent me a couple books. This is the one I want to focus on, though, is Fiona's Guardian. It is a vampire novel, which I'm super eager for because we haven't gotten a solid vampire novel from a local author, and I'm always really into this kind of stuff. So I may be reading this and you know, talking to Dan about it. And Dan is hilarious to talk to. So if you like a good vampire novel, then Dan's book is the way to go, and you definitely need to come and get it. Now keep in mind too, all of these books that we're going to talk about, you can get all of them on our website at thespineBookshop.com. And if you buy them, you'll get them sent to you really pretty wrapping. So the next one is Michael Israel. And, I'm sorry, Michelle Israel. Michelle, I'm so sorry. It has been a long day. Michelle Israel. God, I am so sorry. Michelle Israel has several books in here, but the one that I wanted to focus on was Lessons of the Heart. And so this, I love the cover of this. I just think it's so pretty. And I love A Wishing Well. I'm all about it. So Michelle brought me these, and I love meeting her. She was super, super awesome. And this is about a man who is kind of down on his luck, and he meets somebody, and just a huge family secret comes out, and just the way it changes his life. So you guys definitely need to come in and look at this book as well. Michelle Israel, and I have several of her books, but again, you know, I wanted to just pick one in specific for all the authors that we're doing. So that is definitely one, and it is a kind of general fiction book, but there's some historical aspects to it as well, and I'm really excited to have her in the shop. So now another one, and Anthony Smotherman might know him because I think that this is his uncle, if I'm correct. So Yeah Man, That's My History by Steve Dicus. Look at this cover. This cover is hysterical. I love this cover so much. So yeah, it's hilarious. So this is takes place in 1844. And it's kind of a ghost story, kind of a tongue-in-cheek kind of story from what I understand. I wish I could say that I've read every single book in my shop, but I haven't. So, but I really do actually want to read this, because when I was talking to Steve, he's very funny. He told me a little bit about this book, and I think this book is going to be hysterical. So yeah, definitely want to come get this book if you like a good general fiction book. And it kind of seems like a ghost story, kind of seems like a tongue-in-cheek, you know, kind of a bunch of things, which I really like. I like those. Now, Reagan Clare I have a funny story to tell you about Reagan Clare. So, I had a book, and I brought it today. Reagan Clare's book was on my wish list on Amazon. And so she comes in and we're talking, and she gives me her books. And this is the book that's on my wish list. And I was like, why do I know that book? Why do I know? It's on my wish list. So she gave me a copy, and she has 2 books out. So she's got a love story, and then she has a third one over here. This one right here. And this is kind of, it's Sweet Tea and Summer Love. And this is kind of a contemporary romance, coming of age kind of book. But, I mean, look at the cover, y'all. I can't with these covers. They're so, so, so good. I love them so much. So, and then, so that is her young adult contemporary romance. Then she has a fantasy series. This is the first book, Gathering Water. And we've got the second book on the shelf. I can't remember the title. I'm really sorry, Reagan. It's been a long day. But yeah, so we have the first 2 of this, and she's working on the third one. But this is a fantasy series, and this, I love this cover. It's so, so cool. It's kind of creepy, and I'm really into it. I love the symbol that's on here. I'm excited about it. And this is the one that I have, which I thought was super cool. So she's got several books in here, and she's on several different genres, which I think is really, really neat. I like when authors kind of tap through different things. So then we have Trisha Cundiff. Now, this is like the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, okay? So they found these letters in their house, Trisha and her family did, where their father had died over 20 years ago, and there were letters that they never knew existed, and they found them in, I want to say the attic or the basement. There are a series of letters that their grandfather wrote to their grandmother during World War II. And they didn't know these letters existed, and then they found them, and so they kind of wrote a book with these letters. Love, Charles. And the letters are in the book, and I read some of the letters in some of this book, and oh my God, it's so good. And they're so sweet, and I just love this book, and I want to finish it. I need to finish this book. So yeah, so those are some of our new authors that we have in, and as you can see, and I actually don't know if you can see, so we have that whole bookcase, well, half that bookcase of local authors, that whole bookcase of local authors, that whole bookcase of local authors, and this whole bookcase. So when I tell you that we have a crap ton of local authors, I'm not kidding. And they're all local or independently published, because I've expanded to help authors in other states who were having trouble getting published. Some of them are the best books I've ever read, and some of them I can't say about because I haven't read them yet, because I can't read all the books that I want to read. I don't have time, unfortunately. I'm currently reading 7 books, so I'm doing the best I can. And I'm 8 books ahead of my yearly reading challenge. So, I know you guys are all waiting for the big name of the big dragon. So, before I do that though, all right. So, we're going to have another dragon naming contest. So, our other dragon naming contest, before we reveal, this is our 3D printed dragon, and this is her tail. And I'm going to say that this one is a girl, so just deal with that. This one's a girl. So who is going to come up with this dragon name? Yeah, that's what you got to come up with. And so for some of those who have not seen this store, let me give you a preview. So walking in the door, and there is some of the store, and we're going to walk in. So there's the dragon that we're going to be naming, and there's her tail, and there is all this concept. And so we're going to get to watch a train. I know you're watching, Lloyd, so this is for you. Here it comes. You ready? Lloyd likes trains, so we always try, like when he was here, we watched the train go by, and it was super, super cool. Okay. So I know you guys are ready. You ready? Who's ready? Who wants to do the drawing? Show me that you're here. Who wants to know what the name of the dragon is going to be? Are we ready? I'm excited. Okay. Here we go. So again, for those that don't know, this is the dragon that we are naming. Now, this dragon, I have to brag about this vendor. They're going to be at the Author Con in March, okay? And so, I'm not really sure what my iPad's doing, but here we go. So, her name, because I want to get it right, because, you know, clearly I'm struggling with names today, which I'm really sorry about that. Let's see. Bear with me. Come up. Her name is Queen V's Simple Creation, okay? That's who made this. Queen V's Simple Creation. And so this is the little dragon that we had a contest for. And she made this, and that is paper. Y'all, look at this. That is paper. And look, it even says poems. How freaking cute is this thing? So, all right, let's get down to it. Here we go. You ready? Here's the basket, all the different names. Okay. Rummage around. Blindly pick out a name. All right. So the name is Quillert. That is what we're naming this dragon. Quillert. Quillert. And the person who named this, I'm going to contact them so that they can get a book. So everyone, please meet Quillert. I love it. That's such an appropriate name. So I'm so excited. So we'll have to put a little name tag on that. So thank you guys so much for tuning into our live today. And I will be getting in touch with the person who won the free book. And I hope you guys have a really great day. And thank you for tuning in. And definitely come shopping. And definitely come buy these books from our local authors. Because if you guys don't buy their books, then they can't make money, and the shop can't make money and stay along thriving for you guys and do all the things that we're going to do. Because we have so many amazing activities coming up in the next year that you guys definitely got to be here for. So thank you for naming Quillert. And I'm going to post the contest for next month's book, Dragon to be Named. And I love you guys. Happy reading.